welcome back to another tarot-inspired yoga class. We are entering week 3 of our month-long January Tarot Yoga Challenge, so congrats if you've made it all the way here. This week's new theme is going to be momentum. So we've gotten through that awkward beginning phase where things are kind of new and weird. We've gotten through the inspiration phase where you're just excited and inspired and ready to go. So now we're going to talk about what happens when that initial excitement, that initial spark when you try something new, what happens when that fades? How do you keep going? How do you keep momentum during those times where you might not feel quite as inspired as you did at the beginning? Maybe you've hit a plateau and you're just not sure where to go from here, not sure how to feel excited about this new thing again. So I am with you right there. I can't tell you how many new projects or goals I've started and you hit that plateau and it's like, man, it's really hard to stay motivated, to keep going when the going gets tough, right? So our card for today, our tarot card for our momentum, is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is about inspiration, and it's about finding that inspiration in consistency. So the big question people always ask with their goals is, how do I stay motivated? What do I do if I lose my motivation and I don't feel like doing it? You know, practice and practice and practice. That's the answer. Consistency, working on that thing that means so much to you every single day, every single week, whatever you can muster. Sometimes you just have to keep going even when you don't feel like it, right? Anyone who's started a new journey has hit those moments where they just kind of almost want to quit or start over because it's getting difficult. This is your moment to look deep down inside you and remember why you started this journey in the first place. Zoom out a little bit. Remember the big picture of where you want to be at the end of whatever your goal may be. Maybe it's this yoga challenge. Maybe it's something completely out of the box. Whatever it is, consistency is always going to be the key to integrate something new in your daily life. So, if you're not feeling quite as motivated as you did on January 1st, I'm right there with you in a lot of ways. So we're going to keep going today with a new yoga class, a new vinyasa class, and work on our consistency. So this is going to be a little bit more of a traditional flow today. Sometimes tradition is what you need to bring in to kind of kick your butt and get you moving. So 2 blocks I would highly recommend for today's practice. I'd also recommend a strap. We're going to be using this a lot during class. If you don't have a yoga strap by its name, you can always use a scarf, any kind of long fabric, even a t-shirt, whatever you have that you can grab both ends and it's a little flexible. So we're going to start off in a seated position, either sitting cross-legged or I like to get up and sit on my heels. We're going to do a lot of shoulder opening today, so something we haven't quite done yet. So maybe it'll keep our momentum going, get us motivated, try something new. So let's open our shoulders a bit. So grab your yoga strap or your scarf, one end in each hand, sit up nice and tall, and we're just going to lift the yoga strap over our head. Draw it back behind us. As you're doing that, draw the shoulder blades together and down the back as you slowly lower the strap behind you. Taking your time here, not trying to rush through it. We got to take the time to open our shoulders. So moving back the same way we came, lifting up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, strap overhead, and slowly in front of us. If that was really, really easy, maybe move the hands closer together on your strap. If it was really, really hard, move your hands away from each other. Give yourself more space, give your shoulders more space. I'm going to change perspective here as we keep going because I want you to think about your pelvis and your torso here. A lot of times the tendency when we lift the strap over our head is Our chest goes out. Maybe we stick our booty out. We're trying to compensate to make it easier for our shoulders, but that's not what we want to do today. We want to focus it on our shoulders to open them up. So think about drawing the tailbone down towards the ground, maybe a slight tuck even. Draw the ribs in, draw the core in, and we want to keep everything in our torso and our low back very steady here. So get your hands in position, lengthen the tailbone, draw the ribs in, and you see as I lift the strap overhead and behind me, my torso is not moving, my ribs aren't splaying out. We're focusing the stretch all on the shoulders here. Feel free to keep going, moving back and forth, going as slow as you'd like. Feel that stretch in the shoulders here, in the front of the chest. Keeping the rib cage steady, drawing everything in towards the midline. Let's do this a couple more times. Right overhead. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together as the strap's behind you. One more time, up overhead and behind. Lift it up and lower the strap in front of you. Beautiful. Maybe feeling a little burn in those shoulders. So go ahead and set your strap aside for now. You might want to use it later, so keep it handy. Moving into typical tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to move towards puppy pose, a little more shoulder opening, maybe a little bit of a back bend here. So from our tabletop, we're just slowly walking the hands forward. Hips stay where they are. Walking forward, sliding forward until your chest hits the floor and your chin, and just sink the chest down into the mat. You can also lower your forehead instead of your chin if that feels better for your neck. We're opening our shoulders here, opening up the back body. Here is a perfect time to splay out the ribs. Open the front body a bit. And breathe in your puppy pose, sinking the chest down towards the mat. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Start to lift up, maybe up onto the forearms, wiggle the hands back. Meeting back in tabletop position, tuck both toes, and send the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog of the day. So pedal out the feet, stretch out those hamstrings, swing the hips side to side. Whatever feels good to you in your downward facing dog today. Settle your movements. Gaze forward at the hands and slowly tiptoe forward, ending in a standing forward fold at the front of your mat. Let the torso drape gently over the thighs. Feel free to bend your knees as deep as you'd like here. Maybe sway side to side. Letting the weight of your upper body just drape over your thighs. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, press the palms together, and exhale, arms by the sides, Tadasana, mountain pose at the front of the mat. We are ready to get flowing, so keep your blocks and your strap handy, and let's get started. Meeting in Tadasana, feet planted about hips width distance, slight micro bend in both knees, lengthen the tailbone down and draw the ribs in. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, press the palms together. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up and back, toes point down. Exhale, draw knee to nose and step forward between the hands for warrior one. So plant the left sole of the foot. Maybe squeegee that right foot over a bit, make some room for your hips, and with an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, bend deeply into that front knee for warrior one. Take a moment here just to breathe. Inhale, straighten out through the front leg. Sweep the hands behind you and clasp the hands together at the low back. You can keep the elbows bent here or straighten them out and draw the shoulder blades together. Our first shoulder opening move for humble warrior. So inhale, gaze up, draw the shoulder blades together. On the exhale, bend the front knee and bow forward. Torso on the inside of the right thigh. Again, you can keep the elbows bent here. Give more room for your shoulders to breathe. Or extend the arms. Getting that extra shoulder stretch. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lift back up, keeping the hands clasped together. Straighten through the front leg. We're moving towards warrior three with our hands clasped behind our back. So hands stay where they are. Lean forward. Maybe lift up onto the back toes. Lean all the way into the right foot. And lift the left foot up off the mat for warrior three. Lengthen the spine forward. Left foot is flexed like you could kick through a wall behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale. On the exhale, bend the standing leg. Swing the left knee up and forward. Lift the torso. Unclasp the hands. Reach up towards the sky. We're moving towards tree pose. So grab onto your ankle, your thigh. Press the sole of the left foot into your inner thigh and reach both arms up towards the sky. If this presents a balance challenge that you're not feeling today, you can always lower that left foot into more of a kickstand right at the right ankle. This is just as much of a tree pose as this one. Different variations for different needs. Pick a spot in front of you to settle your gaze. Slight micro bend in the standing leg. Inhale. On the exhale, wherever your left foot is, lift it up. Draw the left knee forward. Moving towards dancer's pose. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. Taking a break here to give you a tutorial. So dancer's pose, we grab the left ankle behind us with the left hand, reach the right arm up and forward, and we're going to kick that left foot into the left hand as we draw the leg back. The chest is super open towards the front of the mat. And there's your dancer's pose. Now, if it's a little bit of a struggle to grab on to the ankle, you can always use your strap. So you can either, if yours has a loop in it, that might be helpful. I'm just going to fold mine in half. So you're going to place the front of your foot in the strap, and the other ends of the strap are in your left hand. So it kind of just makes it so it's not quite as far of a reach to grab your foot. From here, again, reaching forward with the right hand, kick that left foot into the strap as you lean forward. Keeping the torso facing forward, the hips facing forward, and coming back to center. So beautiful. Whichever one you'd like to try. please do. We'll do that all together. So, from our tree pose, draw the left knee up and forward, knee down, grab the foot, kick it back into the hand or the strap for dancer's pose. Beautiful. Come back towards center, reach the left arm up, kick the left foot back, and plant it, meeting in warrior one once again. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Open the hips up towards the left, reach away towards center. Bend deeply into that front knee. Inhale, extend both legs, reach up, turn towards the long side of your mat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, hands towards center. Fold forward over the legs for a wide-legged forward fold. Readjust as needed. Both toes are pointing towards the long side of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, fold. Hands can be in line with the feet or reaching forward if you'd like. Whatever feels natural for you. Folding into the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Crawl the hands towards the left and bend through the left knee. Lift the right toes up, moving towards Skandasana pose. So, plant the left hand on the inside of the left thigh. As you can see, I'm up on my toes on the left side. That's perfectly fine. If you can plant the entire sole of the foot, it'll probably be more stable. But some of us, like me, don't have the ankle flexibility. So it's totally okay if your heel is lifted. Plant the left hand on the inside of the left thigh and reach up with the right hand. Beautiful. Inhale, open up the shoulders, maybe bend through the right elbow. Exhale, lower the right hand back down. Lift up out of the pose, back to a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, bend through both knees, and sweep the arms up, star pose. Exhale, move back, warrior two. Moving towards side angle pose. So if you'd like, grab your block, place it on the inside of the right leg. Inhale, exhale, reach forward, lower the right hand on the inside of the right foot, and reach the left hand up. You can place your hands on your mat if you're feeling super flexible in your hips today. I like to place my right hand on a block just to lift my torso a bit. Focusing on the shoulders today. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, open the shoulders up. Option to bind here if you'd like. Totally optional. If you're not feeling it today, stay right here. This is the perfect place to be. You can start with a half bind with the left hand. So take your left hand and just draw it into your right hip crease or just at your low back. And focus on keeping the shoulders open to the left. If you're feeling yourself dump your left shoulder forward, think about opening it up a little bit more. If it's in your practice, you can add in a full bind by weaving the right arm underneath and clasping hands underneath the right thigh. That is not happening in my body today, so I'm going to stick with the half bind. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. From here, we're going to keep the hands wherever they are right now, and we're going to slowly straighten through the right leg, meeting in a bound triangle pose. Your block under the right hand or not, I find when I straighten my right leg, I have more space and I can reach the mat, but the block is always there to support you. Again, think about opening the shoulders up towards the left, Gaze down at the right hand, slowly bending into that right knee, coming back the way we came. Unwind the arms, reach the left arm up. Inhale, lift back up, warrior two. And cartwheel the hands down, framing the front foot with a lunge. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky, twisted lunge. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Moving towards a quad stretch. I like to place my left hand on a block just to lift my torso up a little bit more. So we're twisting towards the right. Left knee is lowered. You can stay here with the right hand on the right knee, or for a little bit more, bend through the left knee, grab the left foot with the right hand, draw the hips back, draw the heel towards the hips, and then slowly sinking forward as much as feels good in your body, opening the shoulders up towards the right, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, slowly let go of the left foot. Moving back forward to our lunge. Lift the left knee up and step the right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, left foot up and back, toes point down. Exhale, left knee towards nose. Step forward between the hands. Moving the feet out onto train tracks for warrior one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Bend deeply into that front knee. Torso facing forward. Inhale. Exhale, straighten through the left leg. And clasp the hands behind you. Try to take the opposite clasp that you did last time. If you don't remember, don't worry about it. So elbows can stay bent, or straighten the arms, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, bend through the left knee and bow forward for humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lift back up. Straighten through the left leg. Keep the hands clasped. Moving towards warrior three. So maybe lift up onto the back toes. Bow the torso forward just slightly. Bend through the left knee. And lift the right foot up. Crown of the head reaching forward. Lengthening the spine forward. Strong back body here. Inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee up and forward, lift the torso, unclasp the hands, reach them up towards the sky. Moving towards tree pose. So, right foot on the left inner thigh, or if you're not feeling the balance challenge today, you can always do a kickstand with the left foot, with the right foot on the left ankle, Take a few breaths here. Settle your gaze onto one point in front of you. Slight microbend in the standing leg. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the right foot up. Draw the right knee forward. Here comes our dancer's pose. So we'll go through the options again on this side. Option one, traditional, no props. Grab the front of the right foot with the right hand. Reach the left arm up and forward. Slight microbend in the left knee. Kick that right foot into the right hand. Using those quads. Chest facing forward, hips facing forward. Dancer's pose. Come back towards center. If you'd like to try with your props, grab your strap. Wrap it around the front of your right foot. The other ends of the strap are in the right hand. So, same deal as before. Reach the left arm up. We're going to kick that right foot into the strap and draw back. Dancer's pose. So, whichever one you'd like. I'm going to get my strap out of the way. You are always feel free to use it. One more time, dancer's pose. Inhale, prep pose. Exhale, kick back into the hand or strap. Dancer's pose. Beautiful. Coming back up towards center. Reach the arms up. Send the right foot back and land in warrior one. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, open up to the right, warrior two. Bend deeply into that left knee. Reach the hands away from the midline. Hips open towards the right. Inhale, lengthen through the front leg. Turn towards the long edge of the mat for star pose. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, hands towards center. And bow forward for wide-legged forward fold. Readjust your legs as needed, toes pointing towards the long side of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, bow forward. Hands can be in line with the toes. You can reach the hands forward or even back behind you. Follow your instincts here. Make it new and exciting to keep that momentum going. Inhale, lift up halfway. Crawl the hands towards the right. Bend through the right leg. Sink the hips down and lift left toes up to the sky for Skandasana. Again, your right heel can be lifted or planted on the mat, whatever feels natural for you. Plant the right hand on the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up and overhead. Opening the shoulders up, maybe bend through the left elbow for a little bit more shoulder opening. Reach up and exhale, lower the hands. Lifting back up to forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend through the knees, sweep the arms up, star pose. Moving back to warrior two. Moving towards side angle pose in our bind. Now that my back is towards you, I can show you how to use the strap in a bind like this. So, the block is on the inside of my left foot. Reaching the arms away from you, grab your strap if you might like to use it. Reach forward and lower the left hand to the block. Reach the right arm up for side angle pose. Take a few moments here. Breathing into it. You can move towards a half bind if you'd like. So take the right hand, wrap it behind the back, either to the low back or maybe to the left hip crease. If you want to try a full bind, but the hands just don't reach, which mine don't today, you can take a strap. It's kind of weird to get into it, but take the strap in your right hand and make sure there's some dangling below. So bend deeply into the left knee. I'm going to reach my left hand underneath my left thigh, and as you can see, both of my hands can touch the strap. So it brings the hands together, opening the shoulder up towards the right, and this is your full bind with a strap. Now, if that's not feeling good to you today, you can stick with the half bind. Totally up to you. I just love to show you all the options. So from here, slowly straighten through the left leg, keeping the hands exactly where they are in the bind for bound triangle pose. Focus on opening that right shoulder up towards the right. Inhale. slowly bend. Coming back to your side angle. Reach the right arm up. Beautiful. And lower the right hand down. Meeting in a lunge here. Open up towards the left arm up towards the sky. Lower the right knee down. Moving towards our quad stretch. So, again, I like to place a block under my right hand. Your left hand can just stay on your left thigh and just focus on twisting to the left. Or, to get a deeper quad stretch, bend through the right knee, grab the right foot with the left hand, draw the hips back to meet the heel, and then slowly lean forward, keeping the heel as close to the hips as you can here. That'll keep the stretch focused into the front of the quad. Keep twisting towards the left, opening the shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale slowly without slingshotting the foot. Let go, lower down. Turn towards the front. Plant the hands, lift the right knee. Step back with the left foot to downward facing dog. Woo! Gaze forward at the hands. Step the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press the palms together, and exhale, arms by the sides. We made it through. One time each way. Let's do that one more time, just to make sure it's in our heads. We'll move a little bit faster, a little bit more with our breath. So, take a drink of water. Shake it all out. Whatever happened last time, we're starting fresh. All right, so remember what felt good, with the strap, without the strap, with the blocks or not, and we'll do that same thing on the other side. So, starting with Tadasana, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let it out. Micro bend in the knees, lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Sink into it. Exhale. Inhale, lift up out of the pose. Clasp the hands. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, bow forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, lift the torso. Keep the hands clasped. Lean forward, lift up onto the left toes. And lift the left foot up and back. Warrior three. Take a moment here, feel super strong. Inhale, draw the left knee up and forward. Unclasp the hands, reach up. Moving towards tree pose. Any variation here. Find your gazing point. Stay focused. If you fall, just get right back into it. Inhale, left knee up. Clasp the left foot into the left hand. Moving towards dancer's pose. Feel free to grab your strap. Kick the foot into the hand. Dancer's pose. Drawing back up to center. Reach up. Kick the left foot back. Land in warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up, star pose. Face the long side of the mat. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow forward, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift. Crawl towards the left foot. Skandasana. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, lower back down. Lift up, wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway. Bend the knees. Sweep it up, star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Moving towards side angle pose. So draw forward. Maybe grab your block. Right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left arm up to the sky. Optional bind here, so I'm going to go for the half bind. Left arm behind me to my right hip crease. Wherever you are, focusing on opening up the shoulders towards the left. Take a moment here. Take your time to breathe. Start to slowly straighten through the right leg for bound triangle pose. Keep the left shoulder open. And slowly bend back into the right knee, back the way we came. Left arm up towards the sky, side angle B. Cartwheel the hands forward. Move towards a lunge. Left hand plants. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Lower the left knee. Right hand on right thigh, twist towards the right. Maybe bend through the left knee, grab it with the right hand. And sink the hips forward for a quad stretch. Slowly let go of the foot. Turning forward, planting the hands. Lift the left knee, step back, downward dog, right to the other side. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward, warrior one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink into the pose. Inhale, lift up out of the pose, clasp the hands. Inhale, open the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the left knee, bow forward. Humble warrior. Inhale, lift up onto the back toes, keep the hands clasped, and lift the left foot, warrior three. Inhale, exhale, right knee up and forward, unclasp the hands, reach up, tree pose. Settle into it. Find your gazing point. Inhale, right knee up and forward. Moving towards dancer's pose. Props or not. Kick the right foot into the hand or the strap. Dancer's pose. Lift up, back to neutral. Both hands up. Kick the right foot back, landing in warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two to the right. Inhale, lift up. Reach the hands up, star pose. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a moment here. Inhale, lift halfway. Crawl towards the right. Right knee bends. Skandasana. Plant the right hand. Reach the left arm up. Open the shoulders. And lower back down. Lift up to forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend through both knees. Sweep the arms up, star pose. Exhale, moving back, warrior two. Back to our side angle B. Grab your block if you'd like it. Reach forward. Plant the left hand on the inside of the left thigh. Reach the right arm up. Staying here or moving towards your half or full bind. I'm going to draw my right hand behind my back for a half bind. Always feeling free to use your strap if you'd like to go for the full bind. Inhale. Exhale. Look down slowly, straighten through the left leg. 4, bound triangle. Focus on opening up that right shoulder towards the right. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. Coming back the way you came, reach the right arm up and cartwheel the hands forward. Plant the right hand down. Reach the left arm up. Lower the right knee. Left hand on left thigh. Focus on your twisting towards the left. Or you can bend through the right knee. Grab the hand. Grab the right foot with the left hand. And sink the hips forward for more of a quad stretch. Inhale. Exhale, let go of the foot. Moving forward. Lift the right knee, step back. Downward facing dog. And from here, just lower your knees to the mat and sit the hips back for a child's pose. Lower the forehead to the mat and just listen to your breathing. Listen to the heart beating. Take a moment to see how you feel after that vigorous yoga practice. And slowly lift back up to tabletop pose. We are ready to cool down. So we're going to start with thread the needle to get some opposite motion with our shoulders. We've been opening up a lot. So we're going to start to round a little bit more to counteract that. So for thread the needle, tabletop position, sweep the right arm up, open the shoulders up towards the right, and just thread the right hand underneath the left arm, landing on the right shoulder, the side of the head. You can press the left fingertips into the mat to kind of open up towards the left and feel your shoulder blades drawing apart. The opposite motion that we've been doing this whole class. So it might feel pretty good today. Get a stretch in the upper back. Slowly come back to center. And we'll do that on the other side. So inhale, left arm up. Open up towards the left. Draw the left hand underneath the right arm, landing on the left shoulder, left side of the head. You can get up on the right fingertips and press into the mat to get a nice stretch in the upper back. Drawing the shoulder blades away from each other. Giving the shoulder blades some love. Slowly lift back up to center. And we'll just make our way onto our back body. Draw the knees in towards the body. Hug them in. Maybe sway side to side. Lower the feet down to the mat. Setting up for our final resting pose in Shavasana. So take up as much space as you'd like. No muscular engagement here. Just let the feet flop out to the sides. Again, taking up as much space as you'd like, grabbing any props, maybe a pillow for under the head, a bolster for under the knees to soften through the low back. Maybe it's a little cold and you can place a blanket over your body, whatever you need to feel comfortable in this moment. In our final resting pose of Shavasana. Close the eyes if you haven't already. Settle into your space. Feel free to stay in the Shavasana for as long as you'd like, because you have earned it today. Keeping that momentum going and knowing that you are on the right path, remembering where you want to go so that it's a nice reminder of why you're here in the first place. Thank you for joining me today for another tarot-inspired yoga class. Stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like, and I'll see you next time.